the course essay is the essay that you need to write throughout the course and you're turning in as the final exam at the end. There are some basic requirements that I'll give you in another file or in another video about how long it should be and how many sources you need to use and so forth. But your job basically is to find a topic that you would like to learn about and write about, to do some research on it, to educate yourself online through tools that are readily accessible, like book reviews or websites or documentaries or movies or podcasts, audiobooks, whatever you may be willing to get involved with now for this class, for the topic, or maybe material you've already accessed and you've already read or watched or heard. There might also be material in another class that you're taking that you know interests you and you can use for what you'll write upon in this class. But you can pick your own topic, and I want you to then determine, well, what exactly are you going to write about within this topic? Sometimes you need to refine it or focus it because the initial topic is so big. Like you might be interested in mental health because you're a psychology major and you might want to write on mental health, but that is a huge topic. So maybe it's as you think about it and get into it, you realize there's a way that I can focus my attention on just a small aspect of this bigger topic instead of just mental health. It would be to what extent, for example, for what extent does diagnostic testing for say autism or Asperger's or some area of mental health, to what extent does the standard test work? And now you're just looking at, well, how does diagnosis happen? And is there really just a checklist or a test that someone takes, a personality test? And to what extent does that actually work? And so, your job might be just to start researching that particular personality test, all right, or diagnostic tool, right? Let's say maybe that you are in education, you're studying to be a teacher, and you're going to pick education to write about. That's a great topic. I'm obviously excited about that myself, but that's just huge. Education is all over the place. So, whenever someone tells me that they want to write on education, my next question is, well, specifically, what do you want to write about? That's within education, but it has a much more specific focus. And they might be, well, I'd like to write about Montessori schooling, or I would like to write about how manual tools help students learn math. And then I would be like, well, what type of students? And then you might be like, well, elementary students. And then all of a sudden you have this like very clear and specific approach that will help you manage all the information that is out there just on education. So you need to pick a topic. You need to learn how to refine and focus the topic so that you can actually know more or less specifically what you're going to be looking into. And then the next step is to educate yourself on this through YouTube videos, through internet material, websites, podcasts. I'm sure that you can find books on your material online, and then you can find book reviews or book summaries online as well. So all of that material can help you learn. You can use your public library and also your college or university's library to get documentaries, to stream film, to get lectures or audio material, and also to check out the good old-fashioned handheld book to help you just start learning about the topic you pick. Then once you find a path to write, we'll move into developing a plan or an outline or a schematic or a step-by-step overview of how you would design the paper, and then you would start drafting. You'd write your first draft and then your final draft of the paper. So that's the major project of the course, and it's what we call the course essay. Now, sometimes I'll refer to it as a research paper. Sometimes I'll say it's the course essay. It is the one writing assignment that carries the most weight, and I like to use it as sort of a substitute for the final exam. So for my English classes that I teach at local colleges and universities, I don't have a final exam. I use the course essay as the final exam.